Today, explosive testimony inside the courtroom during the Article 32 hearing for suspended Fort Hood OBGYN Major Blaine McGraw.
Military prosecutors accuse McGraw of secretly recording patients, making sexual comments during exams, and abusing his position of trust with dozens of women over several years. 6 News reporter Juliana Jackson was on base for the emotional and graphic testimony, and we do want to warn you, what you hear and see will be graphic and disturbing. Juliana.
Yeah, Adrian and Bailey, like you said, a lot of graphic comments made today. The special trial counsel heard from key witness testimonies, and also we got a breakdown of some of the charges and what happened to these alleged victims. Some of those including unnecessary breast exams, no chaperones in the room, indecent visual recordings without their consent, and also inappropriately dressed during these exams. I do want to note that most of alleged victims were between the ages of 20 to 30 years old, and they were also alone in those medical rooms with McGraw. The government argued McGraw recorded more than 36 alleged victims at Fort Hood, with one woman allegedly filmed 15 times off post inside her own shower over a 3-month period. Investigators testified McGraw admitted to making recordings and told CID he developed voyeuristic tendencies after a deployment to Syria and that he, quote, fell into a dark place. Prosecutors read alleged comments made during exams, including unprofessional and graphic comments on women's bodies. An expert OBGYN who reviewed the case testified she was shocked by the number of breast exams McGraw performed, saying many appeared medically unnecessary and were mostly done on young women under the age of 30. The expert also testified many patients were left uncovered during exams, some without chaperones, and said McGraw appeared to, quote, fish for reasons to perform breast exams regardless of the patient's complaint. Investigators say they also found evidence McGraw moved images to Google Drive storage and emailed certain images to himself. The government further alleged McGraw had an inappropriate sexual relationship with a patient and even attempted to influence testimony of another alleged victim in a separate court case. The defense pushed back on the investigation, questioning CID interview methods and arguing McGraw claimed the recordings were used for medical notes and documentation purposes. In the end, McGraw's defense chose not to make a statement in court. But what can we expect to happen next? So the preliminary hearing officer will take all of this evidence that we heard today in an over 6-hour hearing. He'll take all of that and he'll take it into consideration and review to move forward in this case. And what we will probably see a trial happen, but we won't get that answer until the next few weeks. We can stay up to date here for the latest developments on this ongoing case. In Killeen, Juliana Jackson, 6 News.
Yeah, Juliana, we appreciate your reporting.